You knew Mr. Miyagi?
I did not come looking for Sensei Miyagi. I came looking for you.
As we look ahead to the new movie releases in 2025 and 2026, there's an undeniable buzz in the air, an energy that carries the promise of fresh stories, groundbreaking performances, and bold directorial visions. So without further ado, let's jump in. The Sinners, March 7th. This might not be the original vampire family, but these bloodsuckers definitely bring the right energy. Set in the 1930s Jim Crow South, The Vampire Chronicles stars Michael B. Jordan as twin brothers who return home only to realize there's a bigger, badder evil, Nicholas Michelson, waiting for them. The trailer sets a chilling tone with one of Jordan's characters saying, "I've been all over this world. I've seen men die in ways I ain't even know was possible. Of all the things that I've seen, I ain't ever seen no demons, no ghosts, no magic, till now." With Ryan Coogler directing, this looks like one of 2025's most intense and suspenseful movies. The Electric State, March 14th. Netflix is diving back into sci-fi with The Electric State, a movie adaptation of Simon Stålenhag's graphic novel. The story follows an orphan teen who teams up with a mysterious robot and a drifter while searching for her younger brother. According to the official synopsis, it's set in an alternate 90s after a robot uprising. Directed by the Russo brothers, the film boasts a star-studded cast including Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Michelle Yeoh, Stanley Tucci, Brian Cox, and Ke Huy Quan. Some of them will be lending their voices rather than appearing on screen, but either way, it's a stacked lineup. Filming wrapped in 2023, with reshoots in 2024, and it's all set to drop in March 2025. Ash, March 21st, 2025. March is shaping up to be a feast for non-franchise sci-fi fans, with Ash adding some horror thriller flavor to the mix. This marks the directorial debut of rapper and music producer Flying Lotus and stars Isa Gonzalez from Alita Battle Angel, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, and Iko Uwais from The Raid. Plot details are still unknown, but we know Gonzalez's character wakes up on a distant planet to find her space station crew dead. Aaron Paul's character is sent to rescue her, but, surprise, things aren't what they seem. The trailer oozes eerie Lovecraftian horror vibes, and this could be a sleeper hit for sci-fi fans this year. A Minecraft movie, April 4th. Remember sinking hours into building epic forts and taking on the Ender Dragon in Minecraft? Well, get ready to see the pixelated world hit the big screen. Jack Black, Jason Momoa, and Danielle Brooks are leading the charge in the upcoming Minecraft movie, bringing the beloved game to life in a whole new way. With their star power and the game's iconic blocky universe as a backdrop, this film is shaping up to be an adventure fans won't want to miss. Mickey 17, April 18th. South Korean director Bong Joon-ho, the genius behind Parasite and Okja, is back with a wild sci-fi ride in Mickey 17, starring Robert Pattinson. The story follows a volunteer astronaut sent on a dangerous mission to colonize a frozen planet. Since the mission has a high death rate, he's reportedly cloned with no memory of his past selves. But when he somehow survives, he discovers his other clones are also out there, hunting him down. Cue the ultimate existential crisis, because what's more unsettling than infinite versions of yourself running loose in deep space? The Accountant 2, April 25th. Nearly a decade after The Accountant became a surprise hit in 2016, the long-awaited sequel is finally here. The first official trailer for The Accountant 2 has dropped, bringing back Ben Affleck as Christian Wolf, the numbers genius with a deadly skill set. John Bernthal is back as Braxton Wolf, Christian's estranged but equally dangerous brother. This time, the two are forced to team up to solve the murder of Ray King, the former Treasury official played by J.K. Simmons. While the first film hinted at their complex relationship, the sequel dives deeper, mixing family loyalty with their violent past. The trailer teases high-stakes action with the Wolf brothers using their unique combat styles, Christian's precise, calculated approach versus Braxton's raw, close-quarters brutality. Director Gavin O'Connor returns, keeping the mix of intense action and psychological depth that made the first movie stand out. This time, the story expands, introducing new characters played by Daniela Pineda and Allison Robertson. Their roles remain a mystery, but their presence hints at a larger conspiracy involving government cover-ups and financial espionage. The stakes are higher, the action is bigger, and the conspiracy is more complex. The trailer teases shootouts, tactical operations, and high-speed chases, placing The Accountant 2 in the same league as John Wick and Jason Bourne, except with a unique mathematical twist. The soundtrack, featuring Nine Inch Nails' Find My Way, sets the mood for an adrenaline-fueled ride. If the first film's mix of character depth and action choreography is anything to go by, this sequel is shaping up to be a must-watch. Thunderbolts, May 2nd. Marvel dropped a fresh Thunderbolts trailer during the NHL Finals, and it's got a ton of new footage, a more comedic vibe, and most importantly, our first real look at Sentry. But before we get into that, let's address the elephant in the room. Taskmaster is probably getting wiped out in the first 15 minutes. There are multiple group shots where she's just not there, which makes it pretty obvious she's not making it far. As for the team dynamics, the lack of chemistry between them is actually hilarious. Walker getting annoyed at Yelena for shooting at him? Classic. The whole car scene where everyone's bickering? Pure chaos. These messy team interactions are always fun to watch. But the real showstopper? Sentry. Not only do we finally see him, but we also get a glimpse of his dark alter ego, the Void, a villain so terrifying he could probably go toe-to-toe with Superman. There's a shot of an entire city getting swallowed up like a giant vape cloud, and people just disintegrating into shadows. Terrifying. So the big question is, how the hell are the Thunderbolts supposed to beat this guy? I mean, I get Captain America versus Red Hulk, I get Fantastic Four versus Galactus, but Thunderbolts versus Sentry? No clue. That's why this is easily my most anticipated Marvel movie this year. I need to see how any of this makes sense. Plus, I won't lie, I'm kinda looking forward to watching MCU Taskmaster get taken out. Lilo and Stitch, May 23rd. After that short first look, Disney just dropped another teaser for the live-action Lilo and Stitch, and this time, Stitch is crashing the Super Bowl. The spot made it look like a broadcast glitch or a random field invader before revealing the chaotic little alien in action. The remake stars Maya Kealoha as Lilo, with Sydney Agudong as her big sister Nanny. Chris Sanders is back to voice Stitch, and Zach Galifianakis plays his creator Dr. Jumba. Billy Magnuson takes on the role of Agent Pleakley, while Tia Carrera, the original voice of Nani, returns as Mrs. Kakoa. Courtney B. Vance plays a social worker, and both Amy Hill and Jason Scott Lee are also back from the animated film. Dean Fleischer Camp, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, directs, with a script by Chris Kekaniokalani Bright. Jonathan Eyrick and Dan Lin produce, with Ryan Halprin, Louis Provost, and Tom C. Pietzman as executive producers. Tia Carrera teased that longtime fans will find plenty of Easter eggs, while new audiences will get fresh surprises. The 2002 original was a huge hit, earning $273 million worldwide and inspiring sequels and a Disney Channel series. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, May 23rd. Tom Cruise is back at it with another insane stunt for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This time, he's pushing himself to the limit with an underwater sequence where he can only wear his gear for 10 minutes before hypoxia kicks in. At 62 years old, he's still out here risking it all for cinema. In case hanging off a plane at high speeds wasn't extreme enough, Cruise decided, let's try suffocating underwater too. He's diving so deep that his equipment barely keeps him alive, but unlike regular scuba gear, his setup lets the audience clearly see his face, which of course makes it way more intense. This level of dedication is wild, and honestly, it's hard to imagine how he'll top this in the next movie, but knowing Cruise, he probably will. Picking up after Dead Reckoning, Hunt escapes with one of two keys needed to control a rogue AI, but the clock is ticking and a new villain is in play. With the world on the line, he'll have to push himself further than ever. Returning for the action are Simon Pegg, Haley Atwell, Vanessa Kirby, and Ving Rhames. Karate Kid Legends, May 30th. The Karate Kid legacy continues as Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan return to mentor a new generation of fighters. Decades after Daniel LaRusso's legendary crane kick, fresh rivalries emerge, blending classic martial arts philosophy with modern-day challenges. This isn't just nostalgia, it's a full-force revival of the franchise, promising high-energy action and heartfelt mentorship. Ballerina, June 6th. Ballerina is bringing the John Wick universe back with a vengeance. Starring Ana de Armas as Anya Petrova, this spin-off dives into the deadly world of the Ruska Roma, where ballet and assassination go hand in hand. With high-stakes action and a personal vendetta driving her, Anya is out to settle the score for her father's murder. Expect intense choreography, both on the dance floor and in combat, making this a must-watch for John Wick fans. How to Train Your Dragon, June 13th. The How to Train Your Dragon saga is taking flight once again, this time in live action. Dean DeBlois, the mastermind behind the beloved animated trilogy, returns to direct, ensuring the heart and magic of the original remain intact. The story follows Hiccup, a Viking who challenges his village's beliefs by befriending a dragon. Adding to the excitement, Gerard Butler reprises his role as Stoic the Vast, bringing a familiar presence to this fresh adaptation. With soaring visuals and a heartfelt narrative, this reimagining promises to captivate both longtime fans and newcomers alike. The first trailer for the live-action How to Train Your Dragon is here, and it's got fans talking. The visuals are breathtaking, from the volcanic landscapes to the intense dragon battles. Nico Parker as Astrid and Mason Thames as Hiccup show promising performances, and the CGI artists seem to have outdone themselves with stunning, lifelike dragons. That said, the trailer does have plenty of shot-for-shot recreations of the animated classic, sparking debate. While some worry it's too similar, others appreciate the faithfulness to the original. DreamWorks seems to be walking the fine line between nostalgia and fresh storytelling. Hopefully, the final film brings some unique surprises. Megan 2.0, June 27th. Megan is back, and she's more terrifying than ever. Megan 2.0 promises even more chaos, with the upgraded AI doll unleashing a new level of mayhem. The first film became a viral sensation thanks to its eerie blend of horror and humor, and the sequel looks to double down on both. With cutting-edge special effects and a storyline that dives deeper into the dangers of rogue AI, this sequel could make you second-guess every smart device in your home. Jurassic World Rebirth, July 2nd. Jurassic World Rebirth is shaping up to be a bold new chapter in the franchise, and it's bringing some serious firepower. With the creator-director Gareth Edwards at the helm, the visuals are guaranteed to be stunning. And that cast? Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala Ali. Definitely an A-list lineup. This time, dinosaurs are dwindling, and a few rare ones hold the key to life-saving genetic breakthroughs. Of course, a team is assembled to track them down, but things spiral into chaos when they discover a hidden island with terrifying, never-before-seen dinos, possibly a mutated beast inspired by the T-Rex, Rancor, and Xenomorph. Superman, July 11th. Superman marks a fresh start for the Man of Steel, and the excitement is sky-high. With Henry Cavill officially passing the torch, David Corenswet steps into the cape, bringing a new take on the iconic hero. James Gunn, the mastermind behind Guardians of the Galaxy, is set to direct, promising a fun, hopeful, and action-packed revival of the Superman legacy. With Gunn's signature storytelling and a renewed focus on the character's classic optimism, this film could be the new foundation for DC's future. The Fantastic Four: First Steps, July 25th. Come on, you didn't really think Marvel would forget about the Fantastic Four, did you? After so many tries, Marvel Studios is finally bringing them into the MCU, and this time, it's going to be huge. Pedro Pascal leads an all-star cast, including Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and Eben Moss-Bachrach as the iconic team. Set in a stylish retro-futuristic take on the 1960s, the movie follows the Fantastic Four as they take on their biggest threat yet, Galactus, the cosmic force that devours entire worlds. Nobody 2, August 15th. If you thought the first Nobody was a masterclass in gritty, no-nonsense action, just wait for round 2. Bob Odenkirk's Hutch Mansell is back, and this time, the stakes go way beyond just his family, they're global. Picking up right where the first movie left off, Nobody 2 digs even deeper into Hutch's past, showing a side of him that makes Jason Bourne look like a rookie. After wiping out the Russian mafia, he's now on the radar of even deadlier enemies, dragging him into a world of non-stop action, international intrigue, and brutal fights. If you're an action fan, this is one of 2025's must-watch movies. Avatar: Fire and Ash, December 19th. Picking up after the events of Avatar: The Way of Water, the sequel is taking things in a whole new direction. This time, forget the oceans. Fire and Ash will explore an entirely different side of Pandora, featuring fiery red jungles, volcanic landscapes, and glowing bioluminescent creatures with a haunting beauty. Directed by James Cameron, the film dives deeper into Na'vi culture, introducing a colony that lives inside a volcano, one that might be even more dangerous than the humans. Soulmate, January 2nd, 2026. The Megan universe is expanding with a new erotic thriller, Soulmate, hitting theaters on January 2nd, 2026. Produced by Atomic Monster and Blumhouse, the film follows a grieving man who turns to an AI android for companionship. But his quest for the perfect sentient partner takes a dark turn when his harmless love bot evolves into something far more dangerous. Directed by Kate Dolan, who rewrote Raphael Jordan's script, the story was developed by James Wan, Ingrid Bisu, and Jordan. Dolan aims to explore themes of love and loneliness, emphasizing that no matter how advanced technology gets, some human truths never change. James Wan and Jason Blum are producing, with Michael Clear and Judson Scott as executive producers. Wan describes Soulmate as a thrilling and seductive new chapter in the Megan franchise. Aang: The Last Airbender, January 20th, 2026. The next Avatar: The Last Airbender animated film is on the way, continuing the story of Aang, Katara, Sokka, Zuko, Toph, and the rest of the gang. The cast includes Eric Nam as Aang and Dave Bautista as the villain, with Dion Kwan, Jessica Matten, and Roman Zaragoza also joining in undisclosed roles. Lauren Montgomery is directing, with original series creators Brian Konietzko and Michael DiMartino producing. Plot details are still under wraps, but artwork revealed at CinemaCon 2023 suggests the characters are now in their late 20s. The movie will likely follow their efforts to restore balance after Fire Lord Ozai's defeat. It's part of a trilogy of animated Avatar films from Avatar Studios, though it's unclear if they'll be directly connected or standalone stories. Super Mario Bros. 2, April 3rd, 2026. The Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 is officially happening after the massive success of the first film. The sequel is set to hit theaters 3 years after the original, and according to Keegan-Michael Key, who plays Toad, it'll have a broader scope with even more characters, including some deep cuts from Mario lore. Expect tons of Easter eggs as the universe expands. The main cast is back, including Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, and Key as Toad. There are also rumors that Wario, Waluigi, Daisy, and Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy could make an appearance, along with new villains like Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. The first movie's post-credit scenes set up the sequel, showing Bowser locked up and a Yoshi egg discovered in Brooklyn, hinting at Yoshi's big debut. With that setup, we might even see Mario and Luigi return to the real world. Jumanji 3, December 11th, 2026. Jumanji 3 is officially on the way, and fans can expect the same fun-filled adventure, this time in IMAX and premium large formats. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Karen Gillan, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black are all returning to reprise their roles, with Jake Kasdan returning to direct after helming Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle and Jumanji: The Next Level. The script will once again be written by Jeff Pinkner and Scott Rosenberg, who worked on the previous films. Kevin Hart confirmed this will be the final Jumanji movie, with the intention of providing a fitting conclusion to his character's relationship with Johnson's. Both Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle and The Next Level were massive box office successes, with the first film earning nearly $1 billion globally and the sequel grossing over $800 million worldwide. The third film is expected to carry on the fun and adventurous spirit of the series, likely wrapping up the story in a satisfying way. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we'll be covering even more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.